Sky Sports.
It's the 9 dart finish of game shows. Game on for Bullseye. Weekdays at 5 on Challenge.
Hungry to test your general knowledge? Giving contestants a good grilling. Spam Brand sponsors Challenge TV.
Thank you. Oh, and as Anthony said when he walked into Cleopatra's tent, I didn't come here to talk. But it's nice to see you. And welcome to the new Play Your Cards Right. What's new about it? Not me for a start, I heard that. But I'm now going to introduce you to my two brand new dolly dealers. There they are. There we are. I can see you're both overqualified. But Vicky Lee, tell me a bit about yourself.
Well, Bruce, I'm originally from Liverpool.
Oh, yes.
I was once Miss UK, and I went on to represent Great Britain in the Miss World finals.
Yeah, but what are you doing that for, dear?
Well, when I told my mum I was going to be working with Bruce Forsyth, she said to me, "Is he still alive?" So, I'm just checking.
Yeah, will you stop doing that? Annalise, tell me a little bit about you.
Well, Bruce, I'm from Australia.
Australia?
Mm-hmm. I'm an actress. I've acted on Home and Away, and I also have a degree.
A degree in what?
Bachelor of Fine Arts.
Boy. Don't look like a bachelor to me. Tell me, does your mother know that I'm still alive?
She does indeed. She's a very big fan of yours.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she saw your one-man show in Sydney.
My one-man show? Oh, what did she think?
She said you were the best thing in it.
Well, I'm sure we're all going to get on because we all love the same thing. Me.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, you've got the job, Clear off. I hate to be mauled. There we are. I'm now going to meet 4 couples, married couples, and one of these couples could walk away tonight with over £100,000. Oh! Over here we have a full suit of hearts. OK, each couple will pick a card, and the 2 highest cards will go into our main game. All right, let's meet couple number 1. Let's see them. There you are. Hello, Chris. Hello.
Chris and Caroline from Northampton.
From Northampton. So how long have you been married?
18 months.
Yeah, nearly 2 years. Nearly 2 years, yeah.
And how's it going?
Very well.
You look very, very happy. You really do.
are,
That's
thank
lovely.
you.
Any hobbies that you do together?
We play poker.
So you are a card player?
Oh, yeah.
Well, occasionally.
Wonderful. Occasionally, but who's going to do the picking here?
Caroline.
Caroline, pick one out, pick it up and tell us what it is.
OK.
Just have a look. Have a look and... Yeah, go on.
If you say so,
You're that one?
Lovely.
Oh, an 8? Well, it's a middle card.
It is.
We'll see you later.
Okay,
I hope
thank you.
we see you later. Off you go. Now then. Hello, how are you?
Very well, thank you, Bruce.
Who are they?
They're Sarah and Peter, and they're from near me on the Wirral. My
on
hometown,
the Wirral,
yeah.
that's it, fine. And where are you originally from?
I come from Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico! Oh, where my wife comes from.
That's right.
Oh, ¿cómo está?
Muy bien, gracias.
Oh,
¿Y tú?
la cuenta, por favor.
Oh, mucho dinero.
Oh! She wants money. Did you hear that? Mucho dinero. I speak that much anyway.
did you?
Now then, how long have you been married?
She put up with me for about 12 years now.
And where did you meet her? In Puerto Rico?
No, we met in Orlando on holiday.
On Orlando?
Holiday romance.
Holiday romance.
Well.
I love the way they talk, don't you? Oh. Anyway, you're going to do the picking, are you? Is Sarah going to do the picking?
No,
I'm going to do the
You're
picking.
the lucky one. Right.
Yes.
Pick a card then. Try and get a
Right.
high one.
Okay.
There's an 8 to beat up to
8
yet.
to beat.
Pick it up and tell us what it is. A 7. Oh, that doesn't look very good.
No.
But thanks for being here.
Thank you very much.
It could still happen. Off you go, over that way. Off you go. Fine. There we are. And how are you? Good. Who's this?
This is Mark and Colette from Jersey.
From Jersey. Oh, the island of Jersey. I haven't been there for years. I didn't know it was still there.
Oh, yes, definitely.
It hasn't wandered away anywhere. It
hasn't sunk yet.
No, hasn't sunk yet. And what do you do, Mark?
I'm a postman.
A postman. Oh, and what about you? What
And
do you
I'm a childminder of 3.
And you play a bit of postman's lot, I suppose, on the choir.
And a bit of golf.
And a bit of golf. Well done. I know, I played golf in Jersey. OK, who's going to do the picking?
Mark is.
Mark, OK, pick a card. You've only got a 7 and 8 to beat, so it's all in this. This one here, pick it up, tell us what it is. It's a 10. You will definitely be on the show. Over there you go. Definitely you'll be on the show. Well done indeed. Now then, who are these? Good. Hello then.
We've got Matthias and
Over there a
Clarissa.
bit. Good.
And they are from Devon.
From Devon, glorious Devon. Oh, wow, oh, wow. And what do you do?
I'm a photographer
A photographer, yes.
and a car salesman.
Yeah, as well.
Yeah.
You photograph the mugs after they bought a car off you. I know what you mean. OK. Well, who's your favourite TV star?
You're the best in the
I
business.
wasn't talking to you.
Cilla Black.
Cilla Black, all right. Then we'll settle for that, won't we?
Yeah, but we don't.
Who's going to do the picking?
I'm going to choose.
OK, so there we are. You've got a 10 to beat. OK, or even a 9. There we are. What do you... Oh, a 9, yes. Mine, look at that. 7, 8, 9, 10. You're on the show. Off you go. Would you believe that? That is amazing. 7, 8, 9, 10. So, couple number 3 will be playing with couple number 4. Yes. Well done, you winners. We'll be seeing you very soon. And bad luck, you losers. We are so sad to lose you. Tough. Now, I'm the Joker full of jest. I play my cards close to my chest, but here's a pair that's worth revealing. OK, dollies, do your dealing. Look at this. As you see, Annalise is dealing out the red cards on the top, and Vicky Lee is dealing out the blue cards on the bottom. We have our cards. All we need now are our players. There we are. Good luck for this, Mark, Colette, Clarissa and Matthias. Well done, well done. Right, now, you're going to play with the red cards because you got the highest card. So that's why you're going to play first. But the idea of the game is this. We want you to work your way across the board by predicting whether each of these cards is higher or lower than the preceding one. The first one to turn over the last card correctly will win the game and a Brucey bonus. Oh, not a trip to Brighton. £1,000 in cash is there for the taking. Red team, you're going to start us off, but good luck to you all. Here we are. We asked 100 men with mobile phones. If you went to bed with someone for the first time, would you switch off your phone? Well, we know what you do for a start. Right. How many men with mobile phones said yes, if they went to bed with someone for the first time, they would switch off their phone?
It'd be amazing where it would actually start ringing, wouldn't it, if you think about it?
Exactly. It could happen any time at all.
Courtesy, really, to switch off your phone, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit of courtesy,
Yes, I
yes,
think so,
Colin.
yeah.
Hang on a minute, I'll just answer this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how many out of 100, Mark and Colette?
Be quite high, wouldn't it? Don't you think?
What, to switch off the phone?
Switch off the
Yes.
phone as a matter of
Yes, I think
courtesy.
it's quite high, yes.
68-ish?
Yes, I'd go with
68-ish?
68.
Yeah,
yes.
68-ish. Yes? What about you? So what do you think? Higher or lower?
Higher.
You think higher?
Yeah, we think higher, definitely.
Yeah, definitely higher?
Definitely higher.
Yes?
You wouldn't want to be disturbed.
No, all right then. You wouldn't want to be disturbed. The actual number who would switch off their phones is 57. It was lower, so you're in the driver's seat. The rest said they turn the volume down and switch on to vibrate. Okay, right. So here we have the red cards off. Oh, what a good card! You don't want to change it. Of course not. I think yes. You think lower than an ace. You say a 5. Are you going on? Going on higher than a 5. You say a jack. What about it? What about it? What about it? Lower than a jack. You say a 2. And for the first game, what about it? Oh dear, oh dear, and there's 1,000 quid. You've never earned money so quickly in your life, have you?
No.
That's quicker than I earn it. The blue team, don't be downhearted because there's another £1,000 there. You win the next game and it'll be all of yours. So we're ready, all ready for game number 2. God, that was the quickest. That was like lightning, it really was. Right, here we go. You to answer this question first. We asked 100 male strippers. If you were told that your mother was in the audience, would you still go on with the show? I think they'd go on with the show, unless their mothers joined in. Just thought of that. Right. How many male strippers said yes, if they were told that their mother was in the audience, they would go on with the show? Now then, Mathias.
I reckon that's going to be quite high.
Yeah,
Quite
I'll
high.
do that.
Yeah.
If you were a male stripper, would you feel embarrassed?
If you're proud of your body, then you haven't got to be embarrassed, have you?
Right, and your mother's seen you in your birthday suit before
Yeah,
anybody else.
definitely, yeah.
When you think about it.
Yeah.
No, I think it's going to be quite high, so I'd say about 72.
Do you agree with that, Clarissa?
Yeah, about right, 72.
About right, you
Yeah.
go along with. Now then, Mark and Colette.
My wife's brother-in-law's done this.
I was just about to
Oh,
say.
was he a stripper?
No, he's an actor.
He was
He's
in
an
very
actor.
good, very good. But he was in Playboys, wasn't
Yes,
he?
he took all his kit off in that one.
And my mother was in the second row.
What, the second row of Playboy?
She's still got the thong, actually.
She's still got the... They're playing my song. Right, OK. Now then. 72, do you think it's higher or lower?
I think it's higher.
72
You
is
think
quite
it could be
high.
higher?
Don't you think it'd be slightly lower?
Well, make up your minds.
Slightly lower then.
Slightly
we'll go
lower.
lower.
We'll go lower, but-
Slightly lower, right. The actual number who did say they'd go on with the show is... 83. You should have listened to Colette. And they all said they'd wear a paper bag over their head. Well, who cares? Who cares? Now then, 72. You've got Matthias and Carissa. You're off. You've got a queen. You don't want to change it. Don't want to change it. No. Lower than a queen, you say a 5. Higher than a 5, you say a 7. Bit of a middle card. They're going to freeze. OK, Annalise. Annalise, they're going to freeze. OK, right, red team, you to answer first. We asked 100 funeral directors. Is there a TV celebrity you hate so much you would happily bury them for nothing? Now, I conducted this poll myself. In fact, one or two of them started measuring me up. How many funeral directors said yes, there was a TV celebrity they hated so much they would happily bury them for nothing?
Well, they're very genteel characters, aren't they? They're very professional. They wouldn't say something about a client like that, would they?
But they do hate them.
Yeah, they do hate. I mean,
them.
people hate people on television.
yes,
You'd be
yes.
amazed as soon as they come on and switch
Yes.
off. And,
Did you say
and
just
all
over
that.
50?
Yeah.
Or higher?
55. We'll go
55?
55, let's do
She
that.
was right the last
Oh,
time.
right.
OK, so you say 55,
Yes.
Colette. What about you, Matthias?
What do you think? I think lower.
I think it's quite expensive to bury people.
What's that? Just a moment. There, what? Just a
I
moment.
said it's quite expensive to bury people.
It is, exactly. It's an expensive
So-
thing. But they
should go lower.
happily, the question is, they'd happily do it for nothing. How many? Lower?
Yeah.
Lower
I
than
think it's gonna
55.
lower.
All right, the actual number who would bury them for nothing is... 40. Right to go lower, right to go lower. And the names, by the way, the names were supplied. Right, so now you can change that.
Yeah, I think we change that,
Change
please.
the 7
Yeah, change
for a king. Oh, yes. Off and running, lower than a king. A jack, yes. And for the second game, oh, yes. And here's £1,000. Spend it wisely, it's yours. They can't take that away. It's going to be a tie-break, a very tight game. OK, don't touch the pack. We will be right back.
You're not leaving empty-handed. Inch TV.
Welcome back. Welcome back. And it's tiebreaker time. Very important to get control of the board. As you see, only 3 cards each. That's what quickens this up. Blue team, you to answer the question first. We asked 100 driving instructors, have you ever been propositioned by a pupil? think about this. Oh, they're thinking about it out there. How many driving instructors said yes, they had been propositioned by a pupil? Have you passed your test, Clarissa?
I have, yes, definitely. Yeah.
Did you pass first time?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
And your dad didn't have to sort of promise anything?
Him. No, he propositioned me.
He propositioned, did he? Oh, I see. Well, did you know about that, Matthias?
No, I didn't actually.
Well, now you do, don't you? Now you do.
It's all coming out.
So give me a figure on that, yes?
Well, I think it's going to be quite high.
Yeah.
What, 65, 70? What do you think?
No, I think about 50 something, about 54. 50 something.
No, I reckon it's going to be a bit higher.
Don't fight here. Don't fight in public.
I'd say 65.
65, you think? 65. Now, Mark and Colette, what do you think?
We don't know. We don't know if these driving instructors are male or female.
We don't know whether the instructors are male or female.
Well, 65.
I think we're presuming they're male.
Yeah.
I would go as far as to say
I'd
that.
say lower. Trust me, I'm a postman.
You always
What
trust
did
the
you say?
postman. OK, so what do you think? Higher or lower than 65?
Lower.
Lower? Lower? All right, OK. Very important to get control of the board. The actual number who had been propositioned is 44. Right to go lower, and the red team, you have control of the board. Your base card is a 4, a good card. You don't want to change it? You don't want to change it, no? So what do you think?
Higher.
Higher than a 4, you say a 10. This is for the match. Unless you want...
Lower.
You're going for it?
Lower.
You're going for it? Lower than a 10? A 5, yes! Yes. Well, come here, you two. Bad luck indeed. Bad luck indeed, my darlings. But you did get hold on, you did get £1,000, so it's not all been a waste of time. And it was very close to go to a tiebreaker, but that's it. We'll meet you for a little drink upstairs after the show. OK, we'll see you then. Off you go over there. OK, fine. What about that? And you two, you've earned the chance to play with our big cash cards. Come over here. The big stuff is waiting. In you go there if you will, and you will. Now then, you've got 2 children.
Oh, no, we've
That's
got
right. And three.
Yes.
Yeah.
Since tonight. Which
Don't start with me. And he's a postman. You've got 3 children. Yeah, and I expect they were delivered late. Right. Well, now, we wish you good luck for this. As you see, Annalise is dealing out your red cards. Let's hope they're just as lucky for you. OK? I'm going to ask you a question.
There you go, Bruce. I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vicky Lee. Thank you. No help in this part of the show, please. If it takes a week to walk a fortnight, how many apples in a barrel of grapes?
Can we just deliberate on that? Don't know.
The answer's a coal mine. You say to me, I don't see it.
Well,
Go on, say, I don't see it.
let's see it.
We have to wait for the lift to come up. Aren't you glad we don't ask?
Yes.
Aren't you glad it's not one of those shows where you ask all these question after question? Aren't you sick of all these questions all the time? All you've got to be is lucky on our show.
Yes.
Lucky, I'm going to give you £1,000.
Thank
Who
you.
gives you that for a start? You see, it's all marked up there. OK, now this is what happens. You play the game as you did before. OK? Your minimum bid must be 100, but you can bet as much as your 1,000, the whole lot if you want to. OK? You move along, move along. When you get to here, we give you another £500 out of the goodness of our hearts. You move along and move along. When you get to here, there's a rule here, you must bet at least half of the amount you've got to get to this point. Is that all clear? Yeah. The other thing is, if you turn over a pair, you don't lose anything. You just move on to the next card, so that is in your favour. OK? Is that all clear to you?
Yes.
Well, good luck to you. And Annalise, let's have a good first card, a 5. You can change the 5 if you want to. The rules are the same.
Change it.
Change the card.
Can we change it?
Change the 5. Change the 5, Annalise, to an ace. Oh, what a good girl. What a good girl for Bruce then. OK, an ace. Now, you can't lose with an
All
ace.
of it.
All of it.
All of it. You've got to go. All of it. £1,000 on the turn of a card for an lower than an ace, a 10. Good. Now you have £2,000, so think about this. A 10 isn't a really bad card, but think about it. Think about it. It's how much. This is where the skill comes in, is in the betting.
500 lower, Bruce.
500 lower than a 10, a 6. Well done. You now have £2,500 and a 6.
Still a bit of a bad
So there,
card.
a 6 is a slightly middle card, so go easy if you want to. And let's hope...
1,000 higher.
You're going 1,000.
Yeah.
1,000 on the turn of a card, higher than a 6.
Yeah.
Yes! A good bet. And we give you another 500. So now you have £4,000 and a good card. Okay.
Trust me.
Trust me.
3,000 lower.
£3,000. A whole £3,000 on the turn of this card, lower than a queen, a 9. Well done. You have £7,000, a middle card.
No,
So
this is a dodgy card.
A dodgy card.
500.
So you should maybe go a bit careful, yes.
Yeah. Should we go 1,000?
So, well,
1,000, yeah.
1,000 lower.
1,000. 1,000 lower than a 9. Oh! Bad luck. But you're down to 6. That's still very good. And you have a good card here.
4,000.
Right.
4,000 lower.
4,000?
4,000 lower.
You're going 4,000 for the card to be lower than a queen. £4,000 on this card. Yes! £10,000 you have. £10,000. Now, the rule is that you have to go at least half. It's a middle card. Change the card you would like to. Of course, you want to change the card to a 4. It's a good card. Now, let me make this quite clear. Let me make this quite clear to you. You have to go half. But you can go 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, whatever, up to the full amount you have. This is your decision. I wouldn't try to...
We said we wanted to go home if we got this far with at least 5. So, should we bet 6? Because that's a low card.
That's a low card?
Yeah. OK.
Can we go £6,000 higher?
£6,000 higher than a 4. Yes! Come here. Come here. Well done. Well played. Well played. It could have been 20. It could have been 20. Hold the bag. Hold the bag now. Let me see. Now then, 5,000 is the in 20s. 5,000, 10,000, 11,000, 12,000, 13,000, 14,000, 15,000, £16,000, and you won £1,000 before, so altogether, not a bad night's work for a postman. £17,000 is not too late. Could still be a big night if you play your cards right. Good night, and thank you very much.
Which game show host's son played Dennis Savage in Hollyoaks? Your big fat clue is that he's the host of our next show. Yep, it's Joe Pasquale. The Price is Right is up next. And if that little quiz has got your gaming juices flowing, Wheel of Fortune is weekdays at 12.
Hungry?